When Lawrence Wong became Singapore's fourth Prime Minister earlier this year, he vowed to lead in what he described as our own way through a more uncertain world. Paying tribute to his predecessors, Mr. Wong outlined a bold, long-term vision for the nation. Jeraldine Yap explores how his leadership brings a renewed vision of the Singapore dream, where individuals thrive on their own terms.
I, Lawrence Wong, having been appointed to the office of Prime Minister,
15th May 2024, a new chapter in Singapore's history began when Lawrence Wong was sworn in as the nation's fourth Prime Minister. The search for a successor to former Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong was not without its challenges. Once in line to take over the reins of leadership, Deputy Prime Minister Heng Swee Keat stepped aside in 2021 to allow someone younger to lead the 4G team.
Once Mr. Wong was selected by his peers to be their leader, things have generally gone according to plan. It's been very smooth, and I think that is in many ways keeping with leadership transition and handovers in Singapore. So in that sense, markets were not at all affected. The wheels of government, continued without any disruption.
In his first 7 months, the Prime Minister has navigated a demanding agenda. He has made his debut at major summits and also embarked on introductory visits to Singapore's ASEAN neighbours.
He's emphasizing a lot about what is happening within the region. So the broader geopolitical landscape that may occur elsewhere will definitely have impact on Singapore. But I think what Singapore would want to emphasize, maybe at least within the short term, is to make sure that we maintain our good relationship with our neighbours and see what working cooperation partnership that we can forge in the next few years of his prime ministership.
Closer to home, Mr. Wong has also been doing his rounds at various constituencies across Singapore to meet and engage with Singaporeans directly. Mr. Wong has also pledged to hold regular press conferences to communicate the government's thinking and considerations to the public.
I think very often people look at policy consultation as the government consulting, after the basic blueprint, has been drawn up. I think there is a recognition by Mr. Wong and his peers that they need to go further upstream in terms of the consultation, right? So in a way, have a blank canvas, let people offer their views, offer their suggestions as to how policies could be redesigned or new policies could be drawn up. And I think that gives people a greater sense of ownership.
In his first National Day rally speech, Mr. Wong unveiled several policy changes, describing them as part of a major reset. Key announcements included a revamp of the gifted education program and extended shared parental leave. However, political analysts have largely observed continuity in his policies during his initial months in office.
The fundamental tenets of the idea that the government is working very hard to try to distribute the fruits of economic growth to all Singaporeans is still there. So that fundamental principle is still there. But what Mr. Lawrence Wong may be seeking to do is to tweak some policies to make sure that whatever the government does is much more redistributive and is much more targeted towards the correct people that need the help, to improve their lives, to help them progress in life.
Mr. Wong has urged a significant shift in Singaporeans' mindsets as the nation pursues a renewed Singapore dream, one where individuals can thrive and flourish on their own terms, embracing less conventional paths in areas like arts and sports.